Hello, Coastline family. Hey, this is Pastor Chris here, joining you from Southern Oregon. My wife and I, if you didn't know, came down here to basically be with some family and some friends. You guys have probably seen the sermon or heard. We had some friends that had their son they recently lost in a tragic drowning accident, and so we sorry, distractions, lots of kids running around. We came down here. They were having a memorial service down here for him, and to hang out with them and then celebrate our son Zeke's first birthday with our family down here and such. But yeah, it was it's been smoky. We've been having the same experience as a lot of you guys throughout up there in the rest of the state. Just a lot of fires going on, and things actually got a little crazy last night. There's a big fire going on south of Medford that isn't really affecting us, but it sparked a secondary fire that had us being evacuated momentarily, not for very long. We were able to come home shortly after leaving, but yeah, crazy stuff. So just encourage you guys, first and foremost, please be praying for just, all of the fires going on, for the firefighters and all of the first responders that are having to work long hours, and obviously all the people that are being affected. I mean, there's been towns about the size of Astoria that have been devastated down here that I grew up, playing sports in and hanging out with people and know people that live in them. So very tragic thing. So we know God works all things for the good of those that love him and are called according to his purpose. So just praying that he would be the comforter to those people, that people would turn to him during this, and those that know him would find peace and comfort that only he can give them. So but having said that, we've had some questions this week regarding why we've been canceling some of our live in-person events, and wanted to give you guys an update. One of the reasons we waited till today was we just wanted to have all the facts in order before we could say anything, because we didn't want to speculate. But having said that, we did have somebody attend church on Sunday that was feeling fine at the moment, but on Monday developed symptoms that led them to go get tested for COVID-19, and they did test positive. Now, having said that, I don't want to freak anyone out. They were in limited contact with people, and again, we were outside for the most part. I think people were practicing distancing and such, so we think the risk is minimal, and quite frankly, if you haven't heard from them, then you probably weren't in close proximity with them. Basically, they were contacting anyone that they were around that potentially could have been at risk for exposure or whatnot. And again, we think that was really minimal. So having said that, we've been kind of erring on the side of caution, knowing that there were people that could be exposed, and we don't want to continue to have that exposure happen. So that's why we've been canceling kind of things until we knew for sure what was going on. And once they got a positive test back, then we knew what we were kind of dealing with, and could pray, and seek the Lord on how to best handle the situation. And so where we kind of landed is, again, just trying to be safe in accordance with 1 Peter 5:2, and just caring for the flock that God's given us to shepherd over. We think it would be prudent to not cancel, I shouldn't say that, but not have any live events, including church on Sunday in person, just because there is the risk for people to develop symptoms within like up to 14 days is what they say. If you look at statistics, it's usually a lot sooner than that. But having said that, knowing that there is a verified risk, it feels like the right thing to do would be to err on the side of caution and not risk exposing anyone to anything further, and let basically things run its course and come back together, not this Sunday but the following Sunday after there's been ample time for any symptoms to develop in people, and find out if they have it or whatnot. So that's kind of the short end announcement. Again, please I can't, because of law, say who it was that had it. So please don't contact church asking for that information. Having said that, they have told me that they were going to notify people that they were in close proximity with. So if you haven't gotten a call from them, then you should be good, or you should be fine. We did have some staff that were around them, probably not necessarily with what the CDC recommends, like being at risk, but still erring on the side of caution. We wouldn't want them to be around anyone that could have it or might not have it, putting anyone at risk. So that's another reason why, as far as putting on a service Sunday, we'd be limited in who could be there. And so it's just another reason why we don't want to try to force anything. So having said that, we will be doing our Thursday night service tomorrow. It will be live as normal. Nothing will be changed there. So encourage you to join us. We don't encourage you to basically be around anyone, from the church, or, have home churches this week or next week. We will have Sunday service at normal time, live on Facebook, not in person. So that's one of the reasons why we've been trying to get, improve our live feeds and stuff, so that if we ever have to go to them, it's a reliable way for you guys to get fed and worship with us. So going to be doing that Sunday. If you guys were tracking with us, you know that there were baptisms and stuff scheduled for this Sunday, which we will have to reschedule. So I'll notify the people that wanted to do that personally and tell them what the plan is for that. But all other live events for the next 2 weeks, that being like any of the Bible studies, youth groups, prayer, those things are postponed basically until after next week. So it would be after the 20th, I think. 20th will be our next church service live. So, and then we'll be gathering back together, Lord willing. So again, just want to reiterate, guys. We think the exposure was minimal. So we're praying and hoping that no one else comes down with any conditions or whatnot, or any symptoms. But having said that, knowing that there was some exposure, we think that this is the safe thing to do, the right thing to do, in caring for one another, caring for the flock, and not unnecessarily exposing more people to something. So, and then also, I think this is just a good reminder for us generally that, in this season we live in, whereas there might be some disagreement on how dangerous this thing is, and how susceptible we are to it and such like that. I don't really want to get into that because there's lots of different opinions about that. But having said that, there is something out there. This is the third person that I know personally that has had it. Having said that, if you are sick or you have any symptoms of being sick for any reason, I'd encourage you, stay home. That's why we do the live feed. So basically you can get well and you're not exposing people. And if you've been around people that, have it, just play the better safe than sorry. Make sure you stay, away from others until for sure that you don't have it. You get tested or, wait whatever quarantine time that is. But we don't want to unnecessarily be putting other people at risk. Whereas, again, we might be healthier or whatnot, and it might not be a big issue for us. There are people that are really susceptible to sicknesses and have secondary conditions that could cause complications. So, anyways, so I will definitely miss you guys. Not being live in person, I'm planning to be back up there in the area, but before Sunday. But I'm thankful for technology. I'm thankful we can meet live on TV and still worship Jesus and go through the Word together, and be praying for the person that's sick, just for quick healing there. We'll just look forward to reconvening on the 20th as normal, and trust God will be good in all of this as he always is. So love you guys, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to the church, and we'll answer them the best we're able to do. Love you guys, and I will talk to you later.